We're here with St. Joe's assistant coach Dave Duda as part of his entry for the College Chalk Talk National Coaches Diary Series. Coach, what did you learn about your team playing the first couple games without Carl Jones?
Well, I think knowing that it was going to happen, we knew he wasn't going to play. So I think having that practice time to prepare, in every part of practice, we would take him out of the practice and play the group that was going to play. So I think that was a big help. It wasn't something that was surprising. We had time to prepare for it, so I think that really helped.
Having NCAA hopes this year, how important was it for you guys to beat a top 25 team this early in the season in Notre Dame?
Great challenge, and I think we went into the game expecting to win the game, preparing to win the game, and I certainly think both teams, both them and Florida State, are going to be NCAA tournament teams. So to play two teams of that level and then follow it up with another tonight, I think it's a great preparation. We were pleased with the result.
What's been the key so far for Ronald Roberts Jr.'s fast start to the season, averaging over 15 points a game so far?
Well, just hard work. If you look at Ron's numbers from freshman year to sophomore year, they improved from sophomore year to junior year, and every day he puts in the work, both in post moves, in the weight room, in the foul line, and he's just really seeing the results of what happens when he plays starters minutes.
Chris Wilson has really started to emerge this year early in the season. What does he add to the team, and what do you see from him going forward in terms of how he will develop as the year goes on?
I think Chris gives us some stability, and I think he put a lot of hard work in the summertime to develop his game in a lot of areas, shooting the ball better, confidence, strength conditioning, better knowledge of the game, and he's a little different than Tay. When he plays the point guard, he's a pass-first guy. Tay is a shot-first guy. So I think he's added a dimension that with the scores we have on the team, a guy that will distribute a little bit more, because I think he's more of a natural point guard.
In a season where a lot is expected of this team, what can the coaching staff expect from the freshman class?
Just to chip in where they can. We really only have one freshman with Isaiah Miles. We have Kyle Moloch, who's injured, and Javon Bauman, who will be redshirting. So Isaiah's just got to wait his turn, get his minutes where he can. But on a veteran team like this, it's difficult for any young guy to really make a big contribution. But we look for Isaiah to increase his role as the season goes on.
Being in the preseason tournament, the Barclays Center, how do those tournaments help you guys get ready for an A-10 tournament later in the season? Is it a similar type atmosphere, or is it not the same? You can't really compare those two.
Well, this one's really important because our A-10 tournament is in the Barclays Center this year. So to play two games on the court that you're really going to play in the A-10 tournament, I think that's a real advantage. When you play in a place that big, and you get 2 days to play there and shoot around in there, it really gives you a help. So I think during the end of the year, when we get to the A-10 tournament, a new venue, it won't be that new for us because we already have played 2 games there.
What should Atlantic 10 fans expect of the Barclays Center? If they've been to Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, what would you tell them to be ready for in Brooklyn this year?
Well, I think, everything that's great about New York. I think you'll get some crowd coming down from the Big East and vice versa, the A-10 crowd going to the Big East tournament. I think the fine restaurants, the excitement of the city, it'll be a little different than Atlantic City. Parking's a little bit different. You have to use the public transportation and things like that. But I think it'll be a great venue. It's a great place to watch a game, and certainly hope all the fans of all the teams will be well represented.
You guys are obviously trying to get as many top 25 victories as you can to pad the resume. You have another chance to do that when you go on the road at Creighton in a couple weeks. Could you preview that game a little bit and what it'll be like to go out there and play against the top 25 Creighton team?
Well, it's always tough. They have a great fan base and a great team, and I'm sure that they're going to remember and watch the tape of losing here last year, and I'm sure they're going to want to return the favor. But it's 2 veteran teams, so that'll be interesting to see which team has grown a little bit more. Obviously, they're highly ranked and off to a great start. So we're looking forward to getting out there and looking forward to that challenge.
Finally, last kind of 2 questions. Being an Atlantic 10 coach, when you hear VCU and Butler added to the league, what are some kind of quick thoughts that come to your mind about those 2 programs and their styles of play this year?
Well, I think you get excited because the key word is programs. They've had success over a period of time. They have 2 great young coaches who really have their programs going in the right direction. So a chance for our league to add 2 teams like that is only going to make the team better, and at the end of the year, obviously, our conference look a lot better.
All right, that's St. Joe's assistant coach Dave Duda, National Coaches Diary Series entry for the St. Joe's Hawks. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Ian.